Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to wrap one of these pipes, exhaust pipes. I've done the other side already, and I just thought I'd record this side and just show you what I've done. It's quite an easy thing to do. Wrapping pipes is very subjective. There are benefits of wrapping your exhaust pipe. Riders do it primarily to reduce the amount of heat that is radiated from the exhaust pipes. I mean, it can get exceptionally hot, especially in summertime, but there are actual benefits for it. As I say, it's very subjective. Some people don't like wrapping exhausts. I want to see what it looks like, and also to see if it changes the performance, because some people say that when you wrap it, it can increase efficiency. It transfers the heat from the engine through the downpipe out through the back of the exhaust. So, you know, the other thing I'm going to do it for is to, through winter time, which we're nearly upon, it does protect the pipes, even though these are ceramic coated exhausts, so there's going to be no damage to it. I just thought, like, I'll see what the look of it is like, and see again if it changes the performance of the exhausts. So what I'm going to do now is, like I said, I've done the other side. I'm not going to go right back to the where the baffles are. I'm just going to start halfway, just in front of the pegs, and then work my way up. And the reason why I'm working my way back to front is because the overlap will be facing down, rather than working from top to bottom, where the clamps are up top here. So yeah, and plus I think it looks good as well. Alright, so just watch me while I do this and see what you think. I've not ridden it yet because I've only done one side. I did that yesterday, I'm going to do this one today. Just a tip for now is that I've had these soaking for about an hour, these exhaust wraps. They are made of fiberglass. The other thing I was told by a friend of mine who's a mechanic is always wear gloves. Now on the other side I wore gloves and they tore just a little bit, and my hands were itching all night until obviously I washed them in the shower as well. And obviously don't touch your face with the gloves. Yeah, they're fiberglass particles. The other idea of making sure that they're wet is that the fibers won't come off when you breathe them in. The other thing as well is that when they're wet you can get it tighter. Just wrap it tighter as you go around the pipe. This is a 5 metre length pipe. 5 metre length wrap. It's quite long really, so it will be sufficient to do the whole pipe, even though it's just half. Okay. So as you can see, I've made a start just in front of the brake lever there, as you can see, and I've used a plastic zip tie. Now that's just a temporary measure, just so I can start wrapping it without it slipping. I have got metal ones that came when I bought the wrap, exhaust wrap that is, but I'll put them on after. There's a little trick with that, because there's a small ball bearing in it, I'll show you later on, that no matter how tight you pull these with a plier, it still will not be tight enough. So there's a little trick you can do with the ball bearing that actually grips the metal zip tie. I'll show you that afterwards at the end. So I'm just going to carry on wrapping this round until I get to the end, and then just making sure it's all secure. Now I'm going to overlap it halfway. So even though I'm going around once, I'm only going around like sort of halfway overlapping. You'll see the end result once I do it. Just make sure it's all nice and tight. Like I say, it's not going to slip because I've put a plastic zip tie on for temporary, just for a temporary measure, that's all. Okay, so like I say, putting the exhaust wraps on is very subjective. Some people don't like it, but I just want to see how it's going to perform. I don't really care how it looks, to be honest with you. and like I say, it's not everyone's cup of tea. Last time, I'm going to keep an eye on my gloves, because last time I split them and these fibres went inside the gloves. So I'm just making sure I overlap it halfway, and then we'll see. I remember last year that obviously going through winter, it was a long old winter here in the UK, and basically I just was forever cleaning the whole pipes down, you know, and it just one of those things. And I think once I've done this, I'm not going to worry too much, because they're not expensive, these wraps, and what I'll do is probably replace them if I like them, if it does enhance the performance, and then obviously do it again next year, you know. Actually, it's one thing I should do. I've got a spring here, so I'm going to remove that. Alright. I'm just going to keep going around at the moment until I get to that point, and I'll remove that spring. The spring there, I mean, it came with the exhausts. These are spark exhausts, homogenised and ceramic coated. They come all the way from Italy. I waited quite a few months for these to come through, but I tell you what, the sound of them, they're nice. I can take off, obviously take the baffle off, and, you know, but at the expense of annoying some neighbours, and I don't really want to do that. Anyway, I'm going to stop there, take this spring off. As you can see, I'm just under halfway there now. I've taken this small spring off that holds the downpipe to the rest of the exhaust. You can see that there. That came with the bike, or with the exhaust I should say, not with the bike. And I'm just going to go past the two little catches there that hold that spring in place. So as you can see, I'm feeding the wrap through and wrapping over, and making sure that I am just covering half of what's left on the exhaust. So now I'm just going to work my way up that around the corner there, keeping it nice and tight. It won't slip because, as I say, I've got that temporary plastic zip line on there. And yeah, just that's all you got to do really. It's quite simple. I'm not really too worried about the looks of it at the moment. It's just the performance, to see if I can get any, you know, any performance out of it. See if I notice any difference, you know. I'm on my knees here on a mat here, but you know, I've got problems with my back at the moment. Bad problems. So much so that I'm going to see a chronic pain specialist next week to determine what they're going to do. Hopefully they're going to give me what I want, and that's steroid injections. It's degenerative, I'm afraid, so there's not much they can do, but they can help me deal with the pain. Anyway, I may not put this in. I may not put this in the video. You don't really need to know about my bad back, but it comes to us all, I'm afraid, if you don't look after yourself, which I haven't. I've been a worker, not a shirker, much to my detriment. Anyway, I'm nearly at the top. Oh, oh dear. Anyway, so there's plenty left over. Just going to pour this underneath, and as I say, get this plastic zip tie. That will keep it in place until I put the metal one on. It's a bit fiddly, and that's it. Going to put it right just about there, so I can put the metal one on quite near it. I want the metal one closer to the clamp, the exhaust clamp up here. Okay, right, that's it. So metal zip tie. Not sure if you can see that. And the end of it, let's get it right in. It's not going to focus. There we are, focused. So the end of it, as you can see, on top here, there's a small ball bearing inside. And as you pass it through, it clamps onto it. But what will happen is it won't grip tight. So what you do is once you've got it in position and you can pull it as tight as you can with pliers, you can get a small thin screwdriver. I've got these jeweler's screwdriver, and you can push the ball bearing forward and then pull it tighter, and that will work. Okay, I did it with the other side, works perfectly. So let's have a little go, shall we? Again, I'm going to go closer to the manifold, pass it through the little clip there, pull it tight as I can, and as you can see, it's as far as it will go. As you can see, as far as it will go, but it will still move around, and that's no good. It's no good, because what will happen is, over time, it will come unloose and start unravelling the exhaust wrap, which is what you don't want. So we're nearly there. I'm just going to, it's just underneath there, you can see it. I don't know if you can see it, can you see that? I pushed it up and it's still not pulling it tight enough. So just bear with me 1 second. Okay, so I'm just going to grip the metal zip tie with a pair of pliers and push that ball bearing forward with this. I don't know if you can see that, but that's one of my, can't see it, can't focus. Hold on, there we go, hold on. Focus, not focus. Alright, well I'll leave a photograph of it somewhere so you can see what I'm doing. Ah, there we are. There we go. Right, so that's my jeweler's, one of my jeweler's screwdrivers. Okay, they do come in handy every now and again. And I'm just going to push down. As you can see, it's still moving around. You can see that. So I'm just going to push the ball bearing up so I can pull it down and get more of a grip on it. There we go. Perfect. That's worked out now. And I will cut the excess off on that. Okay, so there we are. That wasn't too bad. And I will snip the plastic one off, and it'll all look nice and neat. Okay, so I'm at the point where I'm going to snip the old plastic zip tie off. That's done its job. And the metal one, fantastic. So like I said before, I'm just going to wait and see if it's changed the performance of the motorcycle. I'm taking it out tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, Saturday. I'm going to go to Kempton. That's my next video, by the way. So stay tuned and check that one out for me. And if you like what you see, as always, like, comment, subscribe. I need your subscriptions to keep myself motivated and going. That's the all important thing for me. And thank you so much for watching. And I hope you like it. Just let me know. Drop a comment. Why? Why? Shut up, I just did. Anyway, that's it. I hope you like what you see. If you do, like, comment and subscribe. It's most important that you subscribe to me. I'm almost at the 500 subscribers. It's not a lot, but it's a lot to me, and it means a lot to me as well. So yeah, the more people that subscribe, the more motivation I'm going to get, and the more videos I'm going to make. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care.